Oneness is not an external concept. It's an inward reality. We will war with our outer world until we stop fighting ourselves within. That will be all that we project and see. And the only way that can be neutralized is by unifying our dark and light as one. See, the war that we see externally is really the raging masculine energy. Every single one of us is weary if there still remains shadow elements within, because that's where the real battle exists. And that is the burden we bear. If we remain in our light only, we will shame everything that is of the dark, clashing and struggling, laying siege to everything that the light opposes. This has nothing to do with the external realm, and yet it does. We are both. We are light. We are dark. We are the internal, and we are the external. A house divided against itself cannot stand. The world is such because we are such. Until we can grasp, unite with our dark side, the raging feminine energy, and bless it, love it, forgive it, bring it back home instead of leaving it in hell, we will never be able to experience the place of rest. We will continue to wage war. It takes a lot of work to turn the shadow. The only path that we can take in turning, finding the way, is to face the fear, the terror, the anxieties trapped within as they are held within our hearts, which is, by the way, the guarded place. Most of those emotions stem from trauma sustained as a child, which then causes us to relive hell loops. See, the body only knows now, so the second we go to the past, the body reacts hormonally as if it is currently happening to us, hence the hell loop. This is the Antichrist, the religious, pious, higher self which opposes the anointing by rejecting and resisting the dark nature within. This is the adversary, Satan, that keeps us in our hell loops. As Satan, we relive these loops, holding to a dense nature, keeping us out of the flow of Oreta, Light's Law. And at some point, in waging war against ourselves, the body will turn on itself. Autoimmune disorders that can actually kill the avatar body. So yes, Satan, our shadow, which is really our wounded inner child, is out to kill us in order to get our attention so that we can love ourselves back into wholeness. It is all an inside job. What parent in their right mind would leave their child in hell? What parent would want their child to become sick? If we want to grow up, then we must reparent ourselves. We are only as mature as our childhood trauma allows us to be. By the way, triggers indicate where we are at when we lose our cool. It is up to us to have compassion on our wounded, beautiful inner child that is seeking to no longer be banished, rejected, and abandoned. So, in the mirror world, what do we see? Bless our mirrors, as it is trying to tell us something. The Christ light is reflecting that which is not back upon us, so that we become blinded to everything else. Once we really see it, we will see a hand reaching out to us, love that is calling out to our inner child trapped in the fortress of the heart of stone. It is then that Lilith, the raging dark energy can come forward and receive the loving kindness through the embrace of Christ's light, which then transforms the shadow into the Shekinah glory of Magdalene. Our reflection will be without distortion, and therefore the outward world we reflect will be at rest, at peace, no longer at war with itself. If this is what we all desire, then it is time to stop pointing outwardly, roll up our sleeves, and get to work. This is Halibah.